Hello everyone. If you've been wondering how to make the bachelors in Story of Seasons: A Wonderful Life love you or hate you, then today's video is perfect for you. If any of you guys are wondering where I'm getting my information, I got this book off of Play Asia. It's the official strategy guide, so if anything is wrong, then you can blame this book. Usually official strategy guides, they should be correct, especially in this day and age, but, there could be a mistake. I didn't check every single item, but the ones that I did check, it seems like it's correct. In today's video, I'm going to have a list of all the things they like, all the things that they don't like, and then in the top corner, I'm going to show you pictures of the different items in case you aren't quite sure what it is. I'm also going to be telling you guys what I think is the easiest thing to get of these items, so that way if you want to marry them as soon as possible, that's probably the one that you're going to want to choose. But the reason I wanted to list all of them is because they have a lot of unique reactions to the different items. So I think if you play your game, you should try to giving them a bunch of different types of items and seeing all the different types of dialogue that you can find. Okay, now let's jump in with Matthew. Here is the cheat sheet for Matthew. We can see that he loves stamina potions, so if you go to Van, you can buy any 3 of those potions that he sells, and Matthew's going to like them. You can also give him curry, mushroom soup, watermelon or grape smoothie, a sweet smoothie, some Japanese dishes, and susu soup. I think this is the best one that you can choose if you're trying to marry Matthew. If you want to make this, you can make this from day 1. All you have to do is get the forageable that you can find in spring, the one that's edible. Then you just go to your kitchen, and if you don't have the recipe to this, all you have to do is freestyle it. Just choose to make a soup, put in that one recipe, and then bam, you'll have made susu soup, and now you can just choose to make it from the recipe in the future. Okay, let's see what happens when we give him this susu soup. He says, "Are you going to give that to me?" And then you can say yes or no. I'm going to say yes. And then he says, "Oh, sorry. No, thank you." He's a little bit on the shy side, so he often, will say kind of weird things like that. Okay, now we're going to look at the things that he doesn't like. He does not like butter, cooking fails, all kinds of tempura, the vegetable soba noodles, egg tarts, fossils, and toys. Let's see what he says when we give him a cooking fail. He makes this face and he says, "What is that? I do not want it." Now we're looking at Gustaf. He likes milk that's above C quality, A level fruit seeds, curry, stew, veggie burgers, milk soup, flowers, fossils, and donuts. 2 of these are really easy to get. Flowers, all throughout the year, you can pick up flowers and give them to Gustaf. So it's really easy to find those. Also, you start out with a cow that's giving you B-level milk. So yeah, it's really, really easy to find things that Gustaf is going to like. Let's give him some high-quality milk. And he says, "Oh, is that for me?" "Yes." "Oh, really? It's good. Thank you." Now let's look at the things that he does not like. He does not like the wild vegetables, mushrooms, fish, tomato seeds, failed cooking, marinated food, and sashimi, and fertilizer. So he dislikes actually quite a lot of things. Let's see what he says when we give him something that he doesn't like. Okay, so here I am with a fish. Let's see what he says. And do you want me to eat that? No. Next up, we have Gordy, or Cody, and he actually likes a lot of the same things that Gustaf does. Milk that's above C quality, wool, fruit salad, egg salad, cake, milk soup, vegetable tempura, and flowers. So let's see what he says when we give him a flower. He says, "Oh, is that for me?" You can say yes, and then he says, "Thank you." And it's funny because the Japanese is like san kyu, so it's writing thank you in English, but it's written in Japanese. And then I know in the previous game they had translated this as arigato, which, is Japanese for thank you. So it'll be interesting to see when they release the game in English, is it still going to be arigato, or are they just going to change it to thank you? Okay, now let's look at all the things that he doesn't like. Again, it's similar to Gustaf. He doesn't like cooking fails, all kinds of curry, fish, seafood dishes like sashimi, cooked salmon, and any of the other cooked seafood dishes. If you give him this failed dish, it looks like he says, it doesn't seem like you're very good at cooking. Okay, I've saved the best for last. I find his likes and dislikes very interesting for Rock. He only likes SoS quality butter, which is the best quality that you could get. B or better cheese. Again, really picky about milk. He just likes Marble and Star SoS quality milk. Then he likes a lot of food like veggie burger, fried turnip, pickles, mushroom curry. He only likes 2 kinds of flours, and those are the toy flour and the mist flour. He also likes the human-shaped figure. And of course he likes gold because he's a gold digger. He likes the golden wool, and he likes golden coins. Most of these things are actually kind of difficult to get. The easiest one I would say is the toy flour and the mist flour. If you see the flour that's yellow, that's the one that he's going to like. Okay, let's see what he says when you give him this flour. He says, "Oh, it looks like you've got something good there. Is it for me?" And of course you can say yes or no. Say yes, and then he also says, "Thank you." Okay, and then we have Rock's disliked items. I also think this is kind of interesting because he doesn't like goat butter, he doesn't like stamina potions, veggie tempura, failed cooking. Herb pan is another dish. I wasn't sure if that's the correct name. It's probably wrong, but you know, that's like a rough translation of it. Silver coins are not good enough for him. He only likes the gold ones. Same with crystals, and he doesn't like the horse figure. He only likes the human-shaped figure. Okay, let's see what Rock says when we give him this. He says, "Oh my goodness, that's just a little, yeah, I don't like it, and that's about it." One final fun fact before we close today's video: it is possible for a villager to dislike you, and you can actually get a villager to dislike you in 1 day. This isn't like the other games where if you give them an item that they don't like, they're going to take it. They just look at it and they're kind of disgusted, and then they'll say something, you know, to you about how they don't like it. But every time you show it to them, they're going to like you less, and their heart level is also going to go down. So if you just keep showing somebody an item that they don't like, you can get them to 0 hearts and 0 friendship points in 1 day. And as always, don't forget to hit that like button, go ahead and leave me a comment, and I'll see you guys next time.